Here's the motherfucking tea.
Fuck me, dude. I don't know if that meme's still good, but, you know, I figured why not try it out. Welcome one, welcome all. We're back. We're here with the awful lighting. There's been too much music content recently. Just too much music. But, you know, I don't want to break that up by going back to movies or games. For one reason, because I'm still working on that movie video. And second, because why not try something new? It's variety o'clock here. So you know this guy, iDubbz's, pretty famous, just released a video. Well, he didn't just release it, but you know what I mean. Released a video ranking through a tier list fast food joints, and specifically a lot of US food joints, which, you know, I can't blame him for. I mean, the dude lives in the US. But I figured, because I'm from the US, I'm familiar with all of these places. I've been to every single one of them. And I didn't actually take too many issues with his list, but there's still a couple things I'd change. And on the way home, I was just picking up some Mickey D's, picking up some, some good healthy food. Because of that, I figured why not make a little list for him, do my own little thing, especially since he issued this at the end of the video.
I'm issuing everyone a challenge. If you think your list is more accurate than this, then fucking prove it, bitch. Make a better list than this, with a better opinion that accompanies it.
Especially since I have a lot of Australian friends who know probably like 3 of these places. So I figured if they're ever in the US by some unfortunate circumstances. I'm just kidding, I still love my country. Why not give some of these places a shot? And, you know, avoid the really shitty ones. Let's get into the tier list. I don't have Photoshop on this computer, so I'm going to do it on my laptop because that's where I have it. So we're gonna go in alphabetical order here. Thank God we are, because that means we get to get the worst out of the way, and that is Arby's. For those of you who are unfamiliar with Arby's, or you've just never been there, you've probably seen this.
Arby's, we have the meats.
So imagine the McDonald's McRib. Fucking vile. It is disgusting. It is so vile that it only comes around every, like, once a year, and for a week. So now imagine a restaurant whose entire menu is nothing but variations of the McDonald's McRib. And you have Arby's. So that's going right down to the bottom. Fuck Arby's. Fuck everything they do. Burger King is pretty much a poor man's McDonald's. I'm gonna put it in the E rank, because I don't think it's total garbage. It's nowhere near as bad as Arby's. The only reason you would be there is if you wanted McDonald's while you were currently out. You didn't go out to get McDonald's, otherwise you would have tried to find one. But you were like out doing something and you're like, man, I'm kind of fucking hungry. I've got some rumblies in my tumblies over here. And you were like, oh, quick, cheap, convenient McDonald's, let's go there. But then you go on Google Maps and you see that there's no McDonald's in this area, but there is a Burger King. So you're like, oh, fucking fine. Because I don't want to have to drive all the way to the other McDonald's, I will go to Burger King. Carl's Jr. is pretty okay. The burger, which is pretty much the most essential part of your meal, is a hit or miss most of the time. It's either going to be awesome or it's going to be total fucking shit. The fries are pretty good though, so that like kind of makes up for it. I'm still going to give it a C though, just because the burger can be messed up pretty poorly sometimes. Chick-fil-A has some very nice employees, some pretty good chicken, but my God, their fries suck. Their fries are horrible. They are fucking vile. Yuck. And because of that, I'm going to give it a C, because I mean, if I go to a fast food joint with fries, I expect the fries to be pretty damn good, because honestly, in most cases, I'm more so there for the fries. But because Chick-fil-A has like good chicken, I'm gonna give it a high C. I'm gonna place it like higher on the C range. You know, I'm feeling a decent to strong C on this one. Chipotle advertises itself as if it is this like build your own experience, like you're going to have a new tasting thing every time. But out of all the 4 times I've been there, every single time I've made something, it's tasted the same. I've seen quite a few responses to iDubbz's video, which is, you know, what this is. I think that pretty much all of them have said the exact same thing about Chipotle, so I can tell I'm not in the minority on this one, but they all gave it like a C or something like that. I'm gonna give it a D. I'm gonna give it a hard-ass D. Because if at least it was good, I would be like, okay, it's good, so I'll still go there to get some good Mexican food, but, you know, I'm still upset by the fact that it's, you know, false advertising. I'd probably give it like a B or maybe a high C like Chick-fil-A. But it's not that good. You know, Chipotle, it's overrated. Okay, now Dairy Queen, I don't know how they have a viable business model. I've been there twice in my life. The first time there, I got an ice cream. It tasted like it was made in a fucking factory. And apparently that was all they did back in like the 70s or the 60s, whenever they came out. I don't fucking know, I wasn't there. But then eventually they did this overhaul. They started adding more locations across the United States. And eventually they started selling food, like actual fast food. And it's fucking grotesque. It is nasty. And the few people I hear say, oh, but you can get some good ice cream there. No, you can't. The ice cream is shit. It's still shit. It's been shit. Dairy Queen is shit. F ranking. Now, people get on Domino's case. I like Domino's. For real. I like Domino's. They got good pizza there. They got good varieties of different types of pizza. The pizza's not that expensive either. It's good for catering. It's good for parties. Every time my school has a pizza party, and this could just be because Domino's is the closest pizza place, but I don't know, they order Domino's. And everybody likes it. No one's opposed to it. No one says, oh, I'd rather have some Pizza Hut. It's a pretty mixed bag with Domino's. I've heard people say that it's garbage. I've heard some people say it's the best fast food pizza place. And on the subject of the best fast food pizza place, I probably would give it to Domino's. And because of that, I am going to put it in the B rank. Del Taco is in the same lane as Burger King, in that it is a poor man's blank. Burger King is a poor man's McDonald's. Del Taco, though, is a poor man's everything. Del Taco is the fucking Frankenstein's monster of fast food restaurants. They do something that a lot of restaurants do, I've noticed, which is do so much, but not excel, or even really do any of it well, even meeting the standard of just average. Del Taco makes burgers that are disgusting. Del Taco makes burritos that are disgusting. They make tacos, which is in the fucking name, that are disgusting. Every time I have made the mistake of walking into a Del Taco, I have feared for my own safety. The places are super unhygienic. The restrooms are fucking nasty, and do not tell me that you can say that about any fast food joint. Because some of these places on here, they got some good fucking bathrooms. They hang up cool shit in there. They clean their toilets often. They make you proud to be taking a massive shit after the diarrhea-inducing food you've just consumed from their restaurant. Del Taco doesn't do that. I swear to God, I have never seen a restaurant with more poop bandits than Del Taco. And they don't do shit about it. No pun intended. So we're going to put it in the F rank. Del Taco is fucking garbage. Now, Five Guys, this is the thing I agree with iDubbz's with on the most. He even said it best. If you have ever been dissatisfied with a meal at Five Guys, it's because you don't have taste buds. Everything they make is fucking immaculate. The burgers are amazing. They are the perfect blend between fast food and gourmet, because I do not like gourmet burgers that much. A burger is not meant to be a gourmet thing. And they always make it. It's basically a steak, which, yeah, you could say that's what a burger is, a steak between two buns. But this is, you know what I mean by steak, like thick and juicy, like actually like nice steak. That's not what I'm looking for in a burger. If I want steak, I'm going to order the fucking steak. But then they just force you into eating this steak burger, essentially. But Five Guys, fast food gourmet. That's how I describe it. Their fries are awesome. They have regular fries for the basic bitches out there, and then they got the real ass motherfucking Cajun fries. You ever had Five Guys Cajun fries? And on top of that, you've got the soda machines. Those technological soda machines where you place the cup underneath it. It has a touch pad, a button for ice on the touch pad. And not only do they have all this fancy stuff about it, they have fucking everything. They got Sunkissed. They got, like, all these Coke products. They got all the variations of Coke, like raspberry, vanilla, fucking diet, no sugar, and all the variations of those ones as well, like caffeine-free and all that shit. And they have that for every single one, like Sprite and fucking Fanta. And they got Dr. Pepper and all the variations of Dr. Pepper as well. Every time I walk into a Five Guys, I get this sense that I am about to consume the best fucking meal of my life. And that's how I feel every time I go in there. So yes, Five Guys is an S rank, abso-fucking-lutely. In-N-Out is also quite good. Gotta be honest, I think it's a little overrated. I think the burgers are just a teeny bit small, just a teeny bit, and the fries are meh at best, I'd say. I don't agree that they're garbage, because a lot of people say they're garbage. The shakes are good. I will give them that. The shakes are... I'm going to give it a B, and that is going to be a super unpopular opinion, but, you know, it's mine. Jack in the Box is fucking nasty. The customer service is pretty bad, but, you know, the boiled taco is pretty nice, so I am going to give it a D. Now, fun fact about KFC. Those of you who've never been to Australia, they're fucking everywhere. There's a KFC on every fucking block. There's this one suburb that is like this little mini urban section that is just surrounded by suburban areas, but it has two different malls. My dog is barking. But this suburb... Saber, stop! But this suburb has two different malls, and in each of them, there is a KFC at pretty much the direct entrance of the food court. KFC gets my order wrong a lot, and that's not just at one location, that's at multiple. The tenders aren't that good, which is, when I go to a chicken place, that's what I'm looking for. Good-ass tenders, and I don't get that at KFC. The fries are not to my liking. I like the thin and crunchy, nice and salty, and theirs are thick and mushy. I no likey. The Pepsi freezes are pretty good. The popcorn chicken's pretty good. I'm gonna give KFC a D rank. Little Caesars makes the worst pizza on this entire list, but I'm giving it an E rank because it is cheap. Now here we get to the McDonald's section, and because we're there, I'm actually going to eat a nug in celebration. Delicious. And this is the point about McDonald's that has been made by all these food tier list videos. is that hate on it all you want. Say the quality's bad. Do whatever. But over the years, they have refined their menu quite a bit. There's so much variety there. There's some good breakfast options, which is rare for a fast food place. They got some pretty good chicken nuggets. The burgers are good, and they have gourmet options for people who are looking for that kind of thing. McDonald's is a place where you could go and anyone could find something they like. Even my sister, who is a vegetarian and also says she hates McDonald's, loves the McFlurry. So anyone can get whatever they want there and still be happy. Me personally, I like a lot of stuff there, and especially something that gets me. The fucking soda. I cannot be the only one who's noticed this, because every time I go there and get a soda, I get the large, because fuck, dude. The soda, it tastes so good. They have their own special, like, Coke and Dr. Pepper recipes. I don't know where they get it that other restaurants don't, but holy shit, man. It's fucking good. The one gripe I have with McDonald's, which is what I've mentioned before in this video, is the McRib. That shit is disgusting. Because of that, it is just kind of barely away from the coveted S ranking. But I am going to give it a high A. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to give it a regular A because the McRib is just that disgusting. Pizza Hut also makes pretty disgusting pizza, but in the same vein as Little Caesars, it's cheap. So, E. Papa John's is pretty good. A lot of people say it's the best fast food pizza. I would compare it to Domino's. It's pretty much on par with that, so I'm going to give it a B rank alongside Domino's. Sonic is pretty meh. I do like their dessert menu. They got some bomb-ass milkshakes, some bomb-ass ice cream, some bomb-ass fucking slushies. The food is just kind of okay, though. But I do like their rollerblading technique that they've got there with the employees going around on roller skates and serving you food. So I'm gonna give it a C rank. Now here's where we tread into some poor territory. I have a terrible history with Subway. Every time I've gone in there, the customer service has been abysmal. These people are morons. They don't understand a fucking word you say most of the time. And I will still get complaints that I didn't tip. Bitch, you fucking earn my tip. If you want my tip, if you want that dollar bill you gave back to me going in that little beggar's swear jar of yours, then maybe try to hear me a little bit better when I'm telling you what I want. Or not fully load my sandwich on one item I've asked for when I want more things on it. All I can really say about their food is that it's pretty trash. It's convenient, and that's it. It's a similar thing to Burger King. If you are already out and Subway is the closest thing to you, and you don't feel like going home and making a sandwich, you'd probably end up at Subway. The one thing I will give Subway is that they make a pretty decent Philly cheesesteak. So I am going to put it in the E ranking. But it's going to be a low E. It's going to be a nice low E, treading on that F, you know? Because one sandwich out of many you could make. And that's a similar thing it has to Chipotle as well. It's a build-your-own sandwich place. It promises a new, fresh experience every time. I've been to Subway plenty of times. And fuck, man. Everything tastes the same. You could ask one of the employees to chop off their fucking dick and put it in the sandwich. It would still taste the same. Taco Bell is, I'll admit it. I used to dislike Taco Bell. I used to not really care for it. I wasn't a fan. But, man, that Cool Ranch Dorito taco, the fucking Baja Blast, the fucking Gordino Grunt Wrap. Man, they're good at what they do. They're good at what they do. And also another interesting point that I thought was made about it in iDubbz's video and a few others subsequently afterwards was that it's a very unique place. You can't really call any of these restaurants here similar to Taco Bell in any way. So give credit where credit is due to Taco Bell. It does do its own thing, and it does it pretty well. So I'm going to give it a B. Lastly, we have Wendy's, who I love. Wendy's makes some bomb-ass food. They got the best nuggets. They got that fucking awesome square meat. But my God, very similar to Subway and very similar to Jack in the Box and very similar to Del Taco and pretty much similar to a lot of restaurants on this list. People who work at Wendy's are morons, and because of that, and because almost every time I've been to Wendy's, I've had a bad experience with customer service and getting something about my order wrong, I'm going to give it an A. Normally, because that's pretty important to a fast food experience, I would give it something like that a B, but Wendy's food is too good to resist. You know, I really just gotta give it some bonus points for how good the food is. So this is my list. This is how I feel it should be. This is where I am placing everything. And just carrying on the challenge, I want to say, if you've got any problems with this list, let me know. Or make one yourself, you lazy fucking bastard. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'm not gonna lie and say that I'm nearly done with the movie video because I keep saying that I just want to watch a few more movies and then just make the video. There's still so many I want to watch. I'm sorry. And I don't even feel that I really should be apologizing for it because I don't feel that there's any real necessity to rushing out an end of the year list. Because, yeah, you've got all the time in the world to go and find other people's lists and go and see what their immediate thoughts on. But I feel it's best to actively try and find as many good or shitty movies as I can. Because, honestly, the good to bad ratio that I have right now is looking pretty abysmal. There's just so many, there's a lot of shitty movies that come out every year. That's pretty much all I gotta say. I'm not gonna start saying anymore that, oh, I'm almost done with it, I just got a few more movies to watch. No, I'm gonna keep watching movies, honestly, because the games are done. I've played all the games I want to play in 2018. I might as well just start working on that, and in fact, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna put the games one out first, and just put the movie one out later, because I don't feel it's really a good thing to just keep you guys waiting on the games one because the movie one is taking too long to make. So yeah, the games list will most likely be the next video I put out. I'm going to start working on that pretty immediately after I finish up this video right here, which is right now. So see ya.